One of the things that inspires us the most here at Project 124 is seeing business ideas being brought to life. And today we are here to support another one of our own launch his startup. My name is Thabang Boy, and welcome to the Founder Series. Hi Thabang. I'm super excited to have you here in yet another one of our Founder Series episodes. So tell me about Fusion Attire. What is Fusion Attire? Who is Fusion Attire? And what inspired the idea?
I'm Thabang Boy. As you said, I was a part of the Project124 cohort. Now I'm the founder and director of a startup called Fusion Attire. What we are is a local e-commerce platform that aims to empower local creatives and fashion designers. So we are that one-stop shopping platform for all local Botswana clothing and accessory brands.
That's inspiring stuff. I'm more interested to know about the evolution of Fusion Attire. I just want to know where it started. Has it originally been Fusion Attire as an idea, or did it start somewhere? How did it evolve to being what it is today?
So that's not just a straight line answer. I won't just say 2024.
Please.
Okay, so Fusion Attire actually came from my passion of dropshipping. When I finished my Form 5, I think 3 years back, I came across this concept of selling things from nations which are out there without having to actually hold any of the inventory. I did a lot of research. When I came to Gaborone for my first year tertiary, I joined the Project124 cohort to actually maybe hone my business acumen so that I can learn more about dropshipping. Even when I came back then, 2 years back for Project124, I had this idea of dropshipping. And then that spent for the rest of the past 3 years, I was still learning more about dropshipping. And then last year, August, that's when it dawned on me. When I was in Pique, I'm from Pique, right? Yeah. I was in Pique and I wanted a local brand which was in Gaborone. Now the dynamics, I wanted a cap from one brand and then a trouser from a different brand. I had to pay 2 different shipping costs, which was something I thought, this is hefty. How about all these brands were just on one platform? And come to think of it, if a brand is just in Gaborone, it will only be known in Gaborone. If it's in Francistown, same applies. If it's in Pique, same applies. So it just dawned on me, by then, something had to be done. And that's when Fusion Attire was birthed.
I understand when you came to Project 124, you did say back in 2023 you were a first-year student, which means you are either a student now or not. Do you mind sharing with us how that journey is, and if at all what you're doing at school is somehow in relation to the business you are in today? Okay,
so there are 2 facets to this, right? I grew up from a background where my mom was an entrepreneur. She'd really hustle a lot. Back then, she'd be the lady to have them. And then Popani, she'd have them. And now Orana, a tuck shop, it's great. And all these businesses she was running with me by her side. Through everything. So most of the business operations and everything, I learned a lot from that. Managing money, not getting excited because we have this much, because a lot can still be done. And then now coming to tertiary, first year I enrolled to CIMA, Chartered Institute of Management Accounting at BAC. Great course. I did it up until second year. So I had a receipt for one of my modules. If I didn't take that receipt, I didn't go to the next semester. Right? And that receipt costed 5,000. Okay, I didn't have the money, obviously, and then my mom, she summed up some money and then she gave it to me. I don't want to rewrite. I was like, okay, great. Now sitting alone with my thoughts, I was like, okay, but I'm getting a 5,000 of Fusion Attire. It would work. It has to work. Because I had this gigantic dream of dropshipping, and Fusion Attire became this great platform within a short period of time. And I took that money. I didn't rewrite. I took that money to Fusion Attire. A month after, I go back to Pique to my mom. Okay, Thabang, so what's your work? I was like, okay, sit down. And then I told her, listen, I took that money we get Fusion Attire. Fusion Attire again.
At this point, she didn't know anything.
She didn't know anything. She just knew I had ambitions, I had business ambitions and everything, right? But she was like, Fusion Attire again. I had to explain it from the bottom up and what e-commerce is all about, what I'm actually trying to do and all that. Now it was the first time I'm explicitly in detail convincing her of what I'm actually doing. All along, she just knew I was trying out business in Davos. Because she'd ask me, why am I always broke? Making jala and civil, it's not the responsibility, right? She's like,
Typical African parent question.
you know, yeah, like, how come you're always wearing this shoe? I can't know the quality, but come on. And then I leveled with her on that, and she was like, you left me powerless at this point. I was like, I know and I understand, but can we have a delay? Don't worry. You are just going to give me this year, last semester and this semester, right? You are going to give me around end of June. We're in June now, right? Yeah, you're going to give me until end of, you're going to give me until end of June 2025 for me to show you, worry, actually this is going to work. And then if it doesn't work, I'll gladly drop everything. I'll go back to school and I'll perform, right? Yeah, because you go for Form 5 car, 47 points.
Wow.
And then the max is 48 points, right? Yeah. And I was like, I'll give it my all. So she knew what academically, I saw like it's just that my attention was divided. But, you know, and I did acknowledge that. And then fast forward to now, 26th of June, we are here launching Fusion Attire to the world.
So how did Project 124 influence where Fusion Attire is? I understand you joined our cohort for the first time in 2023, and you came again for a second cohort in 2024. How has the journey been at Project 124, and how has Project 124 influenced Fusion Attire to be where it is today?
So my first journey with Project 124 was actually when I was doing my first year at BAC. I joined the cohort essentially so I grew up in Pico, right? Like many students, we just came here to Gaborone for the first time for school, you know. Yes, so when I came, I thought to myself, I have to know Gaborone. I have to know the dynamics, the business environment, before I can start to think of how can I actually take advantage of the opportunities that are there. And Project 124 came as a pretty great opportunity, and it had it was promising a whole lot, and they did deliver. Nothing was overestimated. They didn't overestimate their potential and everything. They actually over-delivered at the time. It used to be a big flex. You know, I think I got the certificate and I used to flex a lot within my mates, right? And beyond that, I gained a lot of valuable insight. I actually came to appreciate that it's actually okay to think differently from the rest of the people. It's actually okay to aspire for a different path than everyone else is doing. They normalized that for me. And for that, I really commend Project 124. And then the cohort ended after that during 2023. And then some time went by. And then applications for the second cohort opened. At that time, I was like, okay, if it did that much impact on me, how much impact would it make on me when I now know a bit of what I'm actually doing? You know, I joined the program again, and yeah, they did not deliver. They did not under-deliver. Yes, and I was never, you know, disappointed. I actually feel like joining it again this year. I'm telling you. Now, I just feel like it's a program that you just have to join annually, because you never stop learning.
Refresh.
Yes, just go back and refresh, go back and learn something new, because they keep you grounded on the core things about business that you shouldn't, even no matter where you are in growth, you shouldn't lose as an entrepreneur. And that's actually great of them, and they should keep it up. they should keep it up. Yeah, it's a great program.
It has been quite a thrill to sit here and listen to your beautiful story. We do hope that Fusion Attire goes to the furthest places that you've mentioned. Your vision is very clear, and I'm so happy that, just like our executive director and founder here at Project124 loves to say, you did not die with your dream, you launched it. Here at Project124, we are more than happy to see you sprouting your ideas and igniting your own growth.